announcement with the Investing News Network. Joining me today at the Cantech Conference in Toronto is Frank Holmes, Chief Investment Officer of U.S. Global Investors. Thanks for joining me today, Frank.
It's great to be with you.
There's been plenty of discussion circulating what a better investment is, gold or Bitcoin, and you recently said that Bitcoin isn't stealing gold's thunder, and that the two don't compete at all. What is the biggest takeaway investors should know if they're considering one over the other or both?
Well, the early adopters to Bitcoin were actual gold bugs, and they diversified by owning Bitcoin because it's a decentralized form of digital money. And this was really key to them with excessive money printing, which we've experienced in the past 10 years of trillions of dollars. In particular, like the EU has basically bought back $1 trillion of worthless loans. And how does that make the currency valuable? So that's what I've found in my sort of homework. And I don't think it's really competing. It's more inclusive than exclusive. But what has happened in the ICO market, the initial coin offerings, last year garnered about almost $4 billion. That's hurt all the small cap stocks. So the millennials would rather go speculate in a new ICO than opening up a brokerage account, which could take 2 to 3 days. They can open an account at Einstein in Canada or Coinbase in the US, and in 5 minutes own some of these cryptocurrencies. So I think that that's where the real issue of competition is.
Okay. Towards the end of 2017, Bitcoin reached highs of just over 19,000, but so far it's dipped under 10,000 and it's kind of hovered between that and 11,000. What would you tell investors who might be concerned about its fluctuating price?
Well, first of all, it's not for investors, it's speculators. You know, that's the big part, is to recognize that you can go buy lottery tickets and you go to casinos and you could turn on and speculate in these ICOs or Bitcoin. But there's a rational reason for speculating in Bitcoin. And I think that millennials, rather than going to a racetrack, would rather turn around and invest in ICOs. But really is speculating.
Right, okay. So looking into the rest of the year, what are some key developments that we should pay attention to in the cryptocurrency space?
Well, I think blockchain technology of the infrastructure, that's what I put my money into and became the chairman of Hive blockchain technology, and we're manufacturing the coins. And we have virgin coins, very important, because a lot of these exchanges and the concern by the regulators is buying some hackers' coins.
Right.
So they will not allow an ETF to come out to buy Bitcoin or Ethereum. For us, we just mine these virgin coins, and the cash flow is huge. So Hive blockchain has opened up a whole new avenue that's been basically owned by Silicon Valley for institutions, not for retail investors to come and speculate. So I think that the Hive is going to open up, there's something like 15 new blockchain-oriented companies, and Americans are coming to Canada for raising money.
On that note, you became the non-executive chairman of the board of Hive last year. So what was your interest in that company?
Well, I couldn't launch a product. I really discovered that AML supersedes everything with the regulatory world, both in Canada and the US. And doing all this incredible research, and all of a sudden I get a call, would you like to invest in this company called Hive? I don't really know, these young guys have it, Frank Juster says, and but he'll bet on them. But I'd done all this homework. So I said, oh yes, I'm all in, and I'll go on as chairman, and I'll put in $5 million, and I will help launch this company, because Genesis Mining is our strategic partner, and they're the biggest in the world, and they're young mathematicians.
Okay, that's really great. So keeping with the blockchain theme, 2018 could be the year that it really takes off as like an innovative technology, and it's also the fastest growing digital technology since the internet in the 90s. So what excites you a lot about blockchain this year?
Well, when someone figures out 24/7 trading for energy contracts like liquid natural gas, there's a standardized coin, someone's working on things of that nature. And will stocks turn around and be able to trade 24/7 rather than from 9:30 to 4? And also the cost of transactions of sending money and stock certificates. There's a thought process that 2008 with Bear Stearns and Lehman Brothers going bankrupt, in fact, it wouldn't have happened if they had everything on blockchain, because there's everything that settles properly. So think of it, all trades are going to settle every 10 minutes, no problems. So I think that's the big ushering in for all currency trading, all stock trading, all commodities trading. So it's an emergent industry.
Speaking about Bitcoin a little bit and Ethereum, last year Bitcoin was the big headlines, but this year Ethereum is kind of coming out on top. So what are your thoughts on Ethereum kind of dominating cryptocurrencies this year?
An interesting part is Ethereum outperformed Bitcoin. And everyone's so captivated over Bitcoin. But I think that Ethereum is a smart contract. And if you look at all these ICOs, they're on the backbone of Ethereum. So in the business of Hive blockchain, we don't know which ICO is going to be a raving success. All we know is that anytime there's some great success, they have to mine, they have to collateralize with Ethereum, and we mine that. So it's a good business to be in.
For sure, that sounds great. All right, those are all my questions today, Frank.
Well, happy investing.
I'm Jocelyn Aspo with the Investing News Network.